Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the GG.Bet Invitational. We have made it to the finals. NIP versus Gambit in a best of three. That $50,000 prize pool on the line, of course, split accordingly. And looking forward to entertaining finals that we have coming at you guys. Obviously, we're well into the draft, so once again, welcome back for those that watched the previous series, and also plenty of newcomers, I'm sure, as another event wrapping up. I'm BreakyCPK, joined by DeMoN here. It's been a bright and early day, but we got our final series here of this event now.
That's hype, man. ex-ferzee, Gambit playing in a amazing series last game. What am I saying? They played an amazing series last.
They played. Amazing, may be a little over the top. They played a good series last game.
Pretty good series. They had good early games, good rotations, some minor mistakes. But as the games and the progressed, they were getting better as a team. So, stepping into NIP, I think are the obvious favorites here to win it all. But I don't think they will overlook Gambit. I see ex-ferzee, and I'm always just trying to call him, Gambit.
It's going to be hard to get away from. I assume by the next event, it's no longer going to call him ex-ferzee. Hopefully, they can get that name changed to clarify. I'm sure the sponsorship would like that, too.
I'm sure they would love that, huh? Like, what are we paying you for?
We got that sweet logo there on the screen, though, at least. Interesting start of this draft, though. NIP, they've been doing this. They've been running that Drow early pick. They go with the Drow Wind Ranger in this case. Now a Brewmaster on top of that. Wyvern, Phantom Lancer, though, and a Magnus picked up so far.
Kind of interesting, though. I mean, they picked this Wind Ranger, and, most teams would obviously go for the obvious Ogre pick, but they went for something a little unorthodox here, which is the second pick Wind Ranger over. Right? It was a first pick Winter Wyvern into Drow Wind Ranger. Huh. Very interesting here.
Yeah, interesting picking into the Wyvern first off.
Yeah.
Who's considered decent against Drow. We've seen that matchup already before. Not that it's the reason enough to not pick Drow, but it's a little bit of a concern.
I mean, I think he's still keeping as an open pick. There's a small chance of him. I mean, there's a chance of him playing. I don't think he can play support anymore. I mean, it's going to be a PPD Treant. It can be still a position 4 Wind Ranger, and they can pick a different mid hero here too, because they get the option of it, seeing as they do have last pick. So maybe that can be why as well. They're baiting this Wind Ranger pick.
Saksa did play Wind Ranger for them. They ran that opening against Alliance, I want to say it was, in the semifinals, which is how they, of course, got here in the first place. And they did do Saksa on Wind Ranger in that matchup at least. Yeah, PPD got his Tree Protector even, so a lot of similarities, of course, coming out.
Yeah. Comfort picks here once again.
So the Fata hero will be the final one. However,
I need an Afro Ninja hero first before anything. I actually went for a Magnus PL combo here. Like I said, it's just all about accelerate. How can I accelerate my hero? How can I snowball him in that sense? And it's just remember what I talked about. Like PL generally has a pretty slow game, too slow of a game. Dazzle pick. That's a mid dazzle.
No,
it's a mid dazzle, dude.
Is it actually a mid-dazzle? I guess
it
kind of looks like it is.
It is.
What?
Haven't seen this.
I love this hero.
Copying some secret drafts here, the mid-1 dazzle.
That's amazing.
But yeah, when I was talking about this PL versus Drow matchup, how it really works is like it really comes down to how fast can PL get his items and his timings here, because Drow comes online much quicker than what PL does before. Yeah, even if he has Diffusal, he's not the strongest hero yet. He still needs his Manta, and then he still needs his Heart. And once he gets those 2 items, it's just like, then he's kind of like untouchable. But then again, they have this Brewmaster, which just cancels everything out of what this PL wants to do.
Yeah. And so, I'm sorry, I'm just still so distracted by this. Afro Ninja, he is queued up on the Dazzle. So you're right. Mid-Dazzle definitely going to be coming here for Gambit, and that's that's unique. Now, the theory crafting of a mid-Dazzle has always been interesting to me, because personally, I love this hero. Now, of course, naturally, you expect to see Dazzle in that support role, paired up with heroes like a Lycan, even a Phantom Lancer with the heal bomb's really good. It still could be good this time around, but his skill set has always screamed he could potentially be decent, right-click. He's got that poison touch. He's got the Weave ultimate, which of course is the armor reduction in the first place. You could build. I'm very intrigued to see what he builds on the Dazzle. You know, things like a Death Slitter could definitely come to mind to hit extra hard when it comes to his right clicks and the minus armor. But man, this is a treat here to open up game number 1. Talk about Gambit trying to throw things off, perhaps a little bit for NIP. It's most certainly what we have right here. But the Lina final pick on the other side for NIP in the response. Of course, does bring the synergy with the Drow. It pretty much guarantees, as we see here, Wind Ranger, sure enough, is going to be the hands of Soxa. And 3-3 on that Brewmaster. So I go back to Afo Ninja, though. Again, playing the Dazzle, man. This is still I'm still just so caught up on that.
You haven't seen it before?
I have not. You mentioned Secret with Mid 1 ran it. I
ran it multiple times.
Okay.
He did some like utility. I think for the most part it was like 3rd item Dagon that he always did.
Really?
Because Secret would generally like kind of snowball with this hero. I'm not 100% too sure on this item build, but I know he always goes Dagon as his 3rd or 4th item.
Okay.
On him, he gets some sort of like utility. And from there he just builds. I mean, he just kind of plays accustomed to the game. I don't know why the Dagon, if it's a troll.
I was gonna say, is the Dagon, or as I was saying, things like a Death Slitter or Maelstrom, you know, is he going to maybe build more?
He's not going to go carry. He doesn't need to go carry because it's just, you want to have sustain here. You want to make sure this game, I feel it's like a lot on just, I think, Mag and PL. Huh. You don't need any more real right clicks here. Dazzle right click? Oh, gosh. I mean, yeah, he gets that plus 75 damage, but...
And that, too, at level 10, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, the Poison Touch, maxing out that Poison Touch early, it's pretty broken, too. It's pretty strong.
Oh, yeah. Especially since that change where now refreshes. You know, every hit will refresh set ability on the enemy.
Because when you max it out, it's 8 targets, and when PL spams all these illusions, he's going to Delta split them and hit every target, and then you're going to constantly slow all 5 heroes.
You figured it out. You figured out the strat.
That's not it, man. I wonder, okay, so I'm actually genuinely curious, though, if you Poison Touch and you cleave them with Empower, does that still proc it?
Refresh everything? Is it just damage? Yeah, what does it say? Deal anytime the target gets attacked.
Oh, gets attacked. Maybe not.
So I don't think that. That seems like they have to directly attack.
Yeah, seems like it. Seems good. Seems good. All right, top lane. Brewmaster, Wind Ranger versus PL and Undying. I was trying to be all epic, but you know those epic commentators.
No, I loved it.
I tried it, and I kind of failed. I wasn't sure. I don't have enough confidence for that yet, man.
You're still growing.
I'm growing, man. Just a growing little boy.
Doing good though. Definitely improving.
This Drow opt for the, you know, every Drow they always change their build, but they're gonna choose Precision Arrow first or this Frost Arrow. And you know what? I'm just gonna go for this Aura here, man.
Get the Aura, help out the other heroes. I mean, it's obviously very minimal at level 1 at this point, but just a little bit of help.
Yeah, BPD didn't even go for this Nature's Guide. He's like, you know, I'm going to help zone. I need this Leech Seed, help a little bit more sustain for myself, and just own with these right clicks, because these heroes here, they cannot touch me. I have a Stout Shield. I have a Mango for that extra regen here.
He does this. He even gets level 2 Leech Seed. I want to say with a level 1 Living Armor, and that 4 he might go Nature's Guise. I think that's what we've been seeing a couple of times he's played that recently.
Look at him, man. This is...
Yeah. Afterlife just has to run. I mean, Tree Protector hits hard. Obviously, his natural base damage is very good. And they caught King R a little bit, but no, he's going to make his way.
I think Ace actually should have probably won Frost Arrows, because it would have helped PPD get like two more right clicks in, and that just completely zones them. And any of you don't zone them, you're going to make them waste all of the regen early. I mean, Magnus already down to 4 tangos left. 2 tangos left on Winter Wyvern as well. Look how strong this is.
Yeah.
And he's not going to even look into pulling. They're going to look into diving and forcing some TP reaction or even potentially a kill here in bottom lane.
Yeah, Undying does have a TP. Could go in if need be, but of course that will leave Phantom Lancer wide open at the top lane. So
cool. Checking runes here.
2 minutes. Afterlife. More pressure just from Ace alone, but 2-minute rune will be top. It's going to be the Illusion, and Appanage will pick it up. Bring it back to, of course, being built. Back to the middle lane, but Splinter Blast even coming out bottom again, just simply trying to say, get off us, bro. You're doing too much damage.
Afterlife would have definitely liked to run in there on top of with the Arctic Burn and Splinter Blast and pick up the Skewer level 2 and actually harass him or potentially even kill the Drow, but unfortunately he was too low with the strong zoning from Treant level 1. And it's just about, like, you know, playing this lane correctly. Soxa getting first blood here. I think Vanscore attempting his typical suicide here.
He's done that once or twice before.
Soxa read him like a book here. I mean, he makes the exact same movements every single game, so I'm sure, you know, these guys, he likes to, I know Soxa, he likes to watch replays, and he's just like, hey, man, you do this every game. I saw you were low. I know you're not going to run back at base. I'm just going to cut you off whether you're going to run mid or top lane. And easy first blood here by Soxa. Snowballs him, gives him a free boot to speed here. But I was going back to Treant, you know, Treant being one of the best Treant players out there, one of the first ones in competitive as well. You know, opting to not get this Nature's Guys is knowing it's all about the zoning and this, the tankability of Living Armor, you know, his global presence here. I like the fact that, you know, like some people just like, they go the typical route, the, you know, 2-2 build, and then they decide level 5 whether they get Living Armor or not, but, you know, not Peter Pan Dan, TI5 winner.
Adjust to the circumstances. Top 3 as well, multiple times. I mean, this guy's done it all. Success.
And it looks like Daxak is having his lane quite pressured here. Actually, no, he's okay. Yeah, I didn't see him have a Wraith Band there, so he has a Wraith Band coming through. I thought he didn't even have that. His net worth or CS is pretty decent.
CS across the board is looking good for NIP. In fact, all 3 lanes are being won by their cores in that sense. It's not overwhelming. The dire cores are also doing pretty good. But slight advantage. Including this middle lane. 22-4 Lina versus a 17-3 Dazzle right now.
They're doing pretty decent on Dazzle here. I mean, it's a Dazzle. I don't really know how he's...
Yeah.
I don't know what he does here, you know, in the laning stage. I mean, Lina for sure is going to farm. You're going to make him miss some creeps, turning on and off the Ring of Bassi, heal bombing the same time he uses his Dragon Slave.
How about that scan, by the way? Good scan coming out from the Radiant. They actually scan out what ends up being Winter Wyvern.
Great
who was rotating
scan.
over.
Great scan.
Scan is real. Helps keep Lina alive. Daxak top lane. 3-3 is just running at it. Oh, he went back in. That's greedy. Oof.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah. He was just simply getting away.
Uh-oh. Marshall, a.k.a. Soxa.
Wants him.
We were talking about before, as last game, when we had, was it game 1 with, no, game 2 with, no, Bounty Runes.
A previous series?
With Gambit, where they had this free farming Drow, and he's just like, he becomes untouchable at a point. And
just don't overpush.
And I'm afraid, oh no, Peter will put these guys on check, man.
Yeah.
You know, this guy's, hey man, don't do that, man. You know, he'll flame his team if he needs to.
Oh yeah.
You know, PB, he may be an asshole, but he's a very directive guy. He is. He's straight
at
up,
times, yeah.
When he needs to
be stern. Yes.
Yeah, it's like that's how he rallies up his troops, and that's why, if not all of his teams, they perform well if they can handle, you know, the likes of PPD.
They have to do better than that.
I mean, I'm sure Fada's been through some interesting captains his whole career too, and some strict captains. Yeah. You know, I'm sure Puppy's a strict captain as well. You know, those fight me memes.
That's a reason they're out there. Yes. Brewmaster top lane again. He's already got power treads. And knowing 3-3, and again, with his style, I wouldn't be surprised to honestly see like a helm with a Dominator on him even, but also the blink would be good, of course. And could use that initiation. He's taking some damage here, a lot of damage with that Soul Rip. It doesn't get the kill, though. One more attack needed. Maybe a Decay. They know he's up here. Doppelganger Decay.
Oh, juke by...
Oh, I was going to say, there's no way.
Core Vance God right there, baby.
It's a lot of threes, by the way. Got 333 gold.
Oh,
for
crap.
killing 3-3.
3-3-3-3.
Something's up with that. Either way, Dazzle, you know, he's one of these heroes where he gets 6. It's not like he's a threatening ultimate necessarily. He doesn't even get it naturally. So.
It's like the other day, he was like, what, 5 kills, 0 deaths, 28
assists. Yeah, added up to 33. Yeah. Something about that.
Good luck, man.
There's a reason this name is 3-3. I don't think it's that.
His Magnus, you already going for an interesting build. He's going for the Vanguard. He feels like he really needs to rush this Crimson Guard. Smith Dazzle just died to Alina, so...
Yeah, Spirit committing suicide. Ace, he's to bottom lane. Maybe Living Armor.
Is he really? Oh, Peter! Get your leech seed. I guess he's gonna die anyways.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
He's just like, I'm out, bro. I'm ditching you. See ya.
Did all I could, kinda. Going back to Dazzle actually dying right there. In hindsight, I kind of wonder if he wishes he had Shallow Grave, right? Because the Laguna Blade didn't even kill him initially, and he definitely would have had a chance to use it there and heal up. But either way, he doesn't have it, and he might come into play again here. No. He's fine, but yeah, not getting the value point, as we like to call it.
How much damage does this do? So duration, the first one is only 7 seconds. About 364 damage.
For a Poison Touch?
Yeah, if you don't hit them.
Yeah, that's without refreshing, yeah.
Did I do my math correct? NA math. So.
I don't know. I'm not even. Whenever I try to do math like that on screen, it always comes out bad. So I just say sure.
360. I'm just kidding. I'm okay with it. It's 364. Minus. I didn't do the reduction. Close enough. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. There's a dead PL. He already used the doppelganger in PPD, making a quick rotation over. That was a...
No, 3-3.
Oh, 3-3? Oh, okay. I thought it was actually 2 supports. I was like, holy.
He came in with the Primal Split.
You can't use doppelganger against Primal Split, man. You just...
Illusions
I wonder what happens with the third illusion, the actual doppel one, the strong one, if it gets instantly burst too. I don't think it does. I think everything else but the 2, but it'll go down. It should be going down to 25% HP. It doesn't insta-kill it. I'm pretty sure on it. You know what I'm talking about? The stronger doppelganger when he uses... Oh, you're not sure what I'm talking about?
I'm not sure what you're talking about, honestly.
You know when he uses doppelganger, like 2 more illusions come out. One's a strong one and one's a weak one?
I honestly wasn't even aware of that. I really wasn't.
Really? Okay. Well, the strong one, it doesn't do any damage, and the other one does. That's how you're reading it. Huh?
Well, the other takes 600% damage. Look at that. That's the thing. All right.
That's why when you juke it, when you're actually right-clicking it using stuns or disables, it feels real. Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. So you see, that's why when people are like, oh, it seems so easy to juke, because PL is one of the best heroes to juke with when it comes to illusions.
Yeah. So the idea you're asking about the Purge, if it actually kills that one that has...
The stronger one.
The stronger one.
Yeah.
Okay,
that illusion imitates like a real hero.
Yeah.
But it doesn't do any damage. It can drain your mana, I think, with Diffusal, but other than that, it actually does 0 damage to you.
Oh, they kill PL once again.
Hey, you learned something new, huh?
I did. I'm not afraid to admit that one.
I looked at your face like, what do you...
I was really trying to register that.
You didn't believe me for a second.
I did not believe for a second, and so yeah, that's why I was kind of looking at it too. And you know what? I'm not afraid to just admit sometimes, just some things I'm still learning.
Yeah, see, one takes normal damage and deals none, while the other takes 600 and deals 20%.
Either way, bottom lane. We
I
learned something together. Tombstone put down scares them off. So.
Hey, man, you help me with the spectator stuff. I'll help you with some of the mechanical things in games.
Exactly.
That's what I'm here for, right? Fada's actually, man, he's just probably like, man, I'm playing against Dazzlement. Easy game here. One of specialty of Fate's hero pool. He's not playing his typical Mirana. What people would say is this limited hero pool. You know, he's playing Lina this game. Double damage. Oh man, double damage and Drow Aura.
You're dead.
Good rotations here by Soxka. He's just getting kills all over the map here. He also has a Javelin, if he wanted to, picked up right now on top of his phase boots at 11 minutes into this game. He has almost the same net worth as his Magnetard.
Magnetard? That's old school there.
Magnetard?
Yeah, I wonder if Lina was actually like curious or, I'm not going to say scared, but wondering how this matchup would go against Dazzle, because it's obviously not your typical matchup that you're up against. But as you're suggesting, it almost sounds like that. You're probably feeling pretty good about it. And every right, because right now it is looking pretty good. 3-3. Tombstone's put down. He still has Primal Split, Shallow Grave, and Cold Embrace. I mean, I suppose that helps make sure that whatever target will stay alive. But he's just going to pop the Primal Split and
Tombstone
run away.
So he wasn't able to really. If the Tombstone was not, he was able to run freely, but he wasn't. Unfortunately, it's just saving his life. Doesn't want to give up these free kills, especially having a big advantage that Nip does. If they're in the back end, they would have just let him die, because I mean, you can't afford to waste an ultimate like that. But the fact, like I said, when you have a lead like this, you shouldn't ever give up free kills because it's just worth so much more.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And all the levels that actually they're okay. They're doing okay on levels. They're all right. Magnetar's actually he's not doing so bad. Magnus, I'm calling him Magnetar.
That's what I was saying. Magnetar. That's old school, man.
I was calling him Magnetard.
That's really old school.
Yeah.
No, he's got the Vanguard though, and he's gonna go those.
Fear Dota made a video of me on that one.
Ace, he's not going the massive Wraith bands that are doing Acula, just sitting on a couple of Annabelle skins, and we'll work into the Dragonlance next.
Every player is always different. Some players like to max these Wraith bands, other times they don't. I mean, from my understanding, is if they, even if they have a free lane or not, I guess it's just about having that extra tank ability, and I don't know, extra agility. It just really benefits the team. But some Drows don't give a care. They just care about their game. And Lina getting another free kill here. That was a solo kill.
Yeah, I'm watching this setup bottom lane, and I look at the mini-map, I see Lina beyond the tier 2 tower and actually getting that solo kill.
That summary, you are correct. All Lina.
The bottom push happening, though, from Gambit. Trying to push with the Dazzle. Again, a core Dazzle. Really have to remind about that. Peter P&DM. Right into the tombstone, kind of baits them into an overgrowth, but the bait's not going to work too well.
Worth it. And he got that 125 goal.
Got the tombstone.
He rooted too. I'm sure Gambit's a little happy with that. You know, root is a very long cooldown here. They get a tier 1 as well. Versus Lina. Feda's making a rotation over. Finished Yules 13 minutes into the game. Pretty damn fat, eh? Oh god, that was good. That was good. Did you see what I did there?
Fata. So you're going with the name, yeah, the Fate.
He's pretty fat, eh?
I don't call him Fata. I don't. Everyone I've heard calls him Fata.
Yeah, but it's like I said, his old name was
Fatality.
Fatality Dash. And yeah, obviously not the Fatality, but I think that might have been one of the reasons why he changed
Inspiration.
Yeah, could have been his inspiration. I don't know, sorry. Yeah,
Fata. Yeah, still would have to get used to that one.
It makes sense, right? Like,
it does.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Well, you think I've been bullshitting you. When have I been wrong about anything so far, man?
Curry
unless he's lied to me. Unless Feta specifically lied straight to my face. But I'm saying this is what he told me.
You pass it on. That's fair. Okay, it's a Fata. I'll do my best to call that.
Fatality.
I'll go with it. Phantom Lancer, he gets caught with the shackle, and they have the root as well, which is with the auto attack. So nice find in the jungle. You look at all the sentries at the bottom lane from earlier. They were really trying to find TPD. He's gonna have to promise split again. Maybe? Yeah.
Magnus making a rotation bottom over, level 8. Doesn't have RP though, unfortunately. He's 1 creep away. How much XP is that? Yeah.
Run! Run, Earth.
11 EXP away from level 9 to have that skewer.
Oh, but this is, I was going to say, this feels like it's taken way too long, though. 3-3 comes back together, and he got the help necessary. Laguna Blade was used, didn't actually get a kill in return.
Kind of funny watching that. Oh, here comes Marshall, Soxka. Big shackle.
Is going to connect.
But no follow-up yet. Root is up on Peter.
Mansker, meanwhile, gets taken out, and there's that root. The overgrowth is Magnus.
Team?
Wyvern still running. Wyvern does have a cold embrace, maybe? He does.
He does have skewer up there.
Can he even get it off? No.
Fat A.
Fat A with the gust.
Let's call him Fat A, man.
Fat A with the LSA. That's Ace with the gust.
Fat Ace?
Oh my gosh. What is Lina get next? Shadowblade, maybe? She's sitting on 1300 gold.
Dang. This PL is forced into this Yasha first. 16 minutes into the game. He is 6 in net worth now, so he's catching up a little bit. I feel like he needs to play a little bit more around Mag so we can farm a bit more effectively. Feda gonna go for a solo kill here on Daxak. Easiest solo kill of his life, he says.
Nice. And there's the
that was an in his ruin, and he's closing up on his Shadowblade now.
So he is going to Shadowblade, yeah. Soxa pushing bottom again. He already has that Javelin. He actually has the full Maelstrom. This is a position 4 Wind Ranger with the Drow strat. Soxa is going to be a threat herself.
Soxka.
Ace. He's running. We've seen this chase before. Well away from the tombstone, of course. Oh my god.
He AFK'd for a second, but he's like, oh wait, it's not a pub. I gotta try a little harder here. Oh, they actually scout out this Peter with their tree in.
Okay, the RP whiffed, but they still get the kill.
That didn't matter. It's just.
And now Peter Pandam is trying to distract the other way.
Yeah, they don't have. Oh, Peter.
TP?
Oh, they know where he's
out.
They can't do anything.
Good job. Yeah, they killed all the trees.
He realized the skewer is down. But you saw when he RP'd, he stood there for half a second. He's like, oh wait, it's not. Because normally when you do that and you miss a big spell like that, you just AFK, you just stand still in the pub like nothing happened. And he did that for like half a second. And he's like, oh wait, this isn't official here. Let's
gotta keep going.
Yeah, gotta keep pulling through, pushing through here.
They got the kill. I mean, the fact that they got the kill is obviously what matters. So.
But I like Peter's heads-on play there. He just saw is immediately right after he saw that skewer, he TP'd immediately. He just knows like, man, these guys can't catch me. Their sentries are done, you know. Peter's got this in the bag.
3-3 already has a bang.
Oh, Roshan here. I like this a lot from Nip. Wind Ranger, focus fire. Ooh, this is such a fast Maelstrom on a position 4 Wind Ranger. It's not, if anything, some Strauss shots, he just rushes this Javelin with just boots. But he has a phase boots Maelstrom. 18 minutes in. Well, 17 of the times.
There's the Aegis, giving the ace. They're doing the objectives.
And this is the snowball that they want. This is the what Gambit was pulling off, except they have an Aegis 18 minutes into the game. Level 12 now on Drows, level 2 Aura. They're going to be able to take every tier 2. And I'm not sure if Gambit's going to really be able to respond to this so quickly because Magnus doesn't even have his blink yet. And it's going to come down to basically what Winter Wyvern needs to do this fight is just get a good Winter Curse off. And even then, it's pretty hard against all these high-range heroes with these Dragon Lances and so forth.
Brewmaster already has a Crimson Guard. He actually rushed Crimson Guard. We saw the Vanguard earlier. But, you know, you are going up against Dazzle, who's really all physical. And that's going to be a good source of their damage in general, so...
I mean, it's partially about that. I'm sure the way that Nip and 33 view this game is just this Drow, this Wind Ranger, and this Lean that's just going to constantly be hitting the towers. And this Brute does not need to jump in. He's just going to sit back. He's going to, you know what, you guys going to go on me? I'll just Crimson Guard. Oh, you guys want to overextend? I'll pop my ulti, and I'll, you know, have some more CC during the fights. And that's why he's opting for this Vlad's next. He's just amplifying the rest of his team, and that's why he's getting this Vlad, just to give him this extra auras, this extra attack speed, armor, attack speed, and a little bit of HP, or like, what is it? Lifesteal.
Yeah, top of that. So it's a team makeup that's going to be continuing to come together. And in fact, they're not even really doing the group up strat as I say that. They got to pick a bottom lane. Ace was coming up top to maybe go for a gank on Drow, but Drow makes the time, and Ace is realizing I got to get the hell on out of here, which she'll do quickly.
Fortunately, this is a 7.19 Dazzle. Your Poison Touch does not stun anymore. Yeah. So they do actually lack quite a bit of disables here on Gambit. I mean, it's a hard game for them, but like I said, I don't know. Nip's drafts are just so good. It's just, I would say PL is the counter if they didn't have Brewmaster, but the fact that they have Brewmaster, I just don't feel like PL will really ever have a game.
Yeah, Brewmaster's just ready to go as far as his farm already, and Dazzle. Okay, PPD in the flank, just opening onto him, hoping for some team support. Middle lane, 3-3's distracting as well. I see them all commit on Peter Pandam, but the lack of lockdown. Okay, I was going to say, they're going to have to blow a big ultimate for this.
Skewer barely missed.
They hit the Winter's Curse. Eventually, they're going to get the kill. They get an overgrowth out of him.
That's a solo tree. Look how long that it takes 4 heroes to kill them with living armor on.
They killed tier 2 bottom in the meantime.
Now imagine if they were all grouped up as 5 with their Crimson, with their Aegis, with all their defensive abilities. And they don't care about Peter. They're just going to go, you know, they're showing EU pride here. American captain's down, and we're going to...
We're just going to keep pushing.
Yeah,
don't need no NA. And that was a Cold Embrace attempted save on Phantom Lancer, but it was...
They're saving the Siege Tank too. They realize this. They use the Precision Aura. I think they're going to keep going.
Oh, 1 life.
Plus 57 damage. Oh,
yeah, lose the siege, yeah. Nice deny.
They might just run top, actually. Ace is going to finish pushing in mid.
As excited as I was for this core Dazzle and everything, something about having a mid hero like this go, you know, treads in a 4-staff, it just feels kind of, you know...
underwhelming, right?
Yeah.
Well, Mag will be finished with his blink now.
There you go.
I like Fada's build. He's going to go for a heart. There's a big heart.
Didn't he do this? Wait, oh, he's playing the Lina. God, he did this. I think it was either him or I think Ace actually did it on Drow the other day. They were running a Drow strat like this, and obviously playing Drow. He actually went Heart like his second item.
He needs to just
they were
survive.
overwhelming them.
He just needs to survive. He doesn't need to do damage. That's the point of Drow.
Yeah.
As long as the rest of your team has enough physical, right clicks, range heroes.
Now
PPD,
Lena, on the other hand.
Director PPD drawing the line in circle. Like, this is the area that we should probably play around. Or they're all there. I don't know. Because obviously we can see them all. So.
Yeah.
But I think he understands where they're all at right now. He's going to scout for the rest of his team. They actually have pretty good wards here on Gambit. Scouting, being able to scout out the rest of the team. PPD being clutch as always. D-warding Obs and Sentry. And they're going to look into high grounding now. Aegis should be out, right? In 17 seconds? Is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
3 minutes remaining, so.
Got it. I'm getting better,
Picking
huh?
up on it. I know how Doppelganger works now, and
I know
you know how long you have to wait till they just take it away.
Talk, tick, tock, boom.
All right. Wyvern's going to push it out at least. But yeah, double vitality booster on Lena, so she is committed to this heart, which she actually almost has. Fata almost has a full heart.
Oh, I was wondering why I didn't do it right away, but I forgot. Aegis actually works by the time. The timer works on how you pick it up or when you pick it up, not when it drops.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So as soon if that Aegis sits in that Roshan pit, you forget it for 1 minute, and you pick it up. That timer starts at then. For the Aegis itself, not Roshan.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I don't know if you can really make a play around that necessarily.
No,
Obviously,
you don't.
that would be pretty risky.
I'm just saying if you picked it up like 30 seconds later or something,
Yeah.
whatever it may be.
That's where it starts. Okay.
I mean, it's really small detail. It's just like
Obviously, they would pick it up right away usually.
some teams do forget it. It's pretty rare, but you know.
She's yes, an Aegis forgot. That seems kind of difficult almost.
I mean, when it comes to late game, everyone's filled. They thought they picked. It's like you thought you picked it up.
Yeah, maybe.
In reality, it's just some fail-fish kind of things, you know.
Dazzle, he just got jumped and melted. He's dead for 15 more seconds. There's a skewer 3-3, the RP.
They don't have enough stun.
Are they actually going to kill him? Nice force stab, gets a primal split. He doesn't even use it. He's realizing he might live. Okay, he's going to go for it now anyways. That was the big combo from Gambit. They can't get the kill. Look at that Crimson Guard as well. You look at Lena, I mean,
Well, they pop
2700
They
life.
pop the Drow or the Storm Spirit Panda gets a lot of extra damage as well.
Oh, wow, yeah. Something else.
But he didn't use it, so he just has his typical 40. But like as I was saying, like this seems like such an easy brew game. He's gonna go for Radiance next. I like that a lot. He was like, you know, screw this Vlad's. Oh, I guess I'm going Curious. I don't know, man. He switches his items too much. I'm just trying to justify everything that he's doing. He went from Vlad's, Radiance. Now he has his Curious queued up. But it's just like they initially skewer him, they RP him. Then what's the follow up? What kind of stun do they have? What disable do they have? With 2,500 HP and Crimson Guard, he's always going to be able to get his primal split off, regardless of anything, until like PL gets his 5th item of Abyssal or something.
He's almost got Manta at least. That's a start.
Yeah.
But 21,000 net worth lead. I haven't been paying too much attention to the net worth lead this game, but that's pretty big at 25 minutes. You look at the very just steady rise that a solid Drow strat definitely can bring to the table. And NIP, Peter Pan Dam, he's running away. God, he's moving so fast.
Oh, they missed the dust on him.
They actually did miss, right. He was running at 5'10" move speed with that windlace and the Tranquil Boots.
Dire's top shrine is
And he's still good, so being a distraction, if anything. This kind of continues to be the theme for him. He has overgrowth with the views. They're going to open on advance here. At least get the free kill there.
Crowd with so much damage.
Magnus.
Heart is picked
Shackle
up
doesn't
now
hit.
on Fat A.
Dire's top shrine
I feel this Lena can just siege now. She's so strong. I mean, I like the build. I mean, the purpose is he knows he doesn't need to build more damage. It's because all his damage is going to be coming from this Drow Aura, plus 62 damage here.
Oh, okay. Wait, is that it?
Misclick, no, misclick.
Did he actually call GG, or that was just the pot?
There's a pause.
He
Misclick.
said GG will play. But so he was saying misclick on the pause. Okay.
It's GG.
But I don't know. That's what I'm kidding. I guess it's not GG. Yeah, that's what he's saying. It was
GG.
Top tower is under attack.
A little bit there. Maybe that's a sign of where Gambit's at in terms of like they're on different pages. Because I mean, Alpha9, his impact is just nothing really this game.
Honestly, this game's just it's over, man.
Yeah, it is.
And not to, Snip played it well. They just don't really have an answer for any of the heroes. The fact that I think they have Heart on Lina. They can't even kill Brewmaster pre-Primals with his Radiance now.
Jeez.
So PL doesn't do any damage. Unless you get the best Winter Wyvern Curse in the world on top of an RP.
Which is not ready for the next 8 seconds.
Look at he's in perfect position with his Aether Lens. He's trying to look for someone to ulti, but...
Yeah, look at the spread, though. NIP's playing around it.
Oh, yeah. This is Director PPD here.
Positioning is pretty much perfect for NIP, giving him no opening whatsoever. 3-3, I mean, they're going to slow him massively, but there's the RP, and it whiffed again.
What is that? I didn't see it. What happened?
Missed it. It's all a blur.
Arctic Burns does so much damage to Lina, though. It's because it's based off percentage. It did like 900 damage in one hit.
Good point, actually, yeah.
30,000 HP, 900 damage.
Maybe the Heart almost a counterplay against himself. No, but allows for the reset easily, and he's back up to full.
Oh, curses up again. Oh, miss. There's a lot of damage on Brew as well. They shouldn't be scared. There's no RP.
Still playing it safe, Brewmaster. He's going to take tons of damage from his Lina teammate. Soxek and Skunking are, though. There's an immediate buyback, but obviously he just used the curse. So no threat there. Slow siege on the melee racks. Eventually is going to work.
They're playing a little scared, safe, but... Oh, PvD.
Root. Just to make sure.
Run, boys.
No, run away.
I'll take my life for you.
I mean, we do give a lot of teams, crap, to be fair, as far as overextending and everything, but NIP's just not having any chance of that one.
That's why I said it's rare to see a mistake like that from any team that PPD's on when it comes to overextension, at least. At most, you'll probably just see it once, or unless the team needs to make these risky plays or do these all-in things.
Really down, yeah.
When they're this far ahead, let's play a methodical game, man. I mean, they are throughout this game. Soxgut, look at their top 4 net worth here.
Yep. That's a sign.
2, 1, 3, 4.
Has fallen.
Peter here, also not dead last in net worth. He's 7th in net worth.
8th. But still, who's counting?
You are, man. You're counting.
Yes, he's farming very well, especially considering, he has that history of...
I counted from the bottom 1, 2, and then he was the 3rd one. I subtracted 3, and that was the wrong way to do it.
It happens.
It's too early in the morning.
It's too early still, yeah. I mean, Gambit's still playing like they have hope here. It's pretty obvious that this is, like, even if they get a 5-man wipe, it's just... They need multiple of those.
Peter!
Yeah.
He's just chilling, man. He's like, oh shit, I'm dusted. I don't want to run out of here. They probably broke their smokes.
Yep, spots what they're doing. Meanwhile, 3-3 just pushing out bottom. We mentioned that Radiance earlier.
They needed to make something happen for sure. Catch NMP off guard of some sort. And, Peter just one step at the game, man. Brilliant drafter as always.
Drow's got a butterfly coming? Is that? Yeah, okay. Whew. Shadow Blade, Butterfly, Hurricane Pike. Gambit, again, still sticking in there, but you can almost start thinking about that game 2 in the draft of, does Gambit even, do they just ban Drow going into game 2 and just like, you know what, they've been doing this lately? Peter Pan has pretty much made a point. If you don't ban Drow, we are going to first 2-pick it. Like, they've been doing that a lot this event, especially.
Another smoke here by Gambit. They're hoping for the best here. If something, they're smoking with a core and 2 supports. No cores are with them. Even if they manage to team wipe them with the perfect combo, they're not going to do any damage. Smoke is broken. Fat Ace doesn't spot anyone yet.
Zeta.
Ooh.
Wyvern time. Will catch Undying, though. Saw him, the juicy target. Steal Laguna Blade for the kill.
The double GGs are going to be popping out soon enough.
Not yet. Gambit. Still hope.
Sorry, let's be optimistic here. I mean, I just see it. Even if Gambit gets the perfect scenario here, I just think they're too far behind with the draft that they have is just way too difficult. 5-man RP, then there's no follow-up. They don't have like a Lina to follow up with their stun or anything. But
and I would have loved to see this Dazzle work out well. Okay, I consider him one of my favorite heroes to play even. But unfortunately, it was a clever idea. It was one that just simply didn't work though. There's the RP. It connects on Brewmaster.
You have the PPD counter initiation with the root if you would ever to get that perfect RP. GG being called out.
Veta.
Fat A.
Got a heart, the living armor. Oh, he's actually alive. Heart MVP. 10-0-6 on the list. Pretty good. Yeah, that was the trial strat kicking in, and NIP did not look back. They're doing a lot of practice with this strategy. They're going to force teams, especially going into that major eventually coming up here, that teams will need to think about banning Drow against them. I think that's kind of the point they're making.
EU pride.
What they're doing here.
Wow. Saksa too. I mean, who would you give that MVP to that last game?
I don't know. That's maybe I suppose you could say PPD.
We always say that. Let's pretend PPD's not here. He already has it regardless. So let's the other 4 here.
Sure. Well, we can give it to Saksa. His rotations earlier on. I mean, he was moving all around the map. He got that early Maelstrom. Yeah.
Okay, I agree. Saksa MVP and then co-MVP Fada. So, I mean. We always give it to Peter, man. Every time we see Nip win, it's just like, all right, Peter, we get it, bro. You're a good drafter. We got it, man.
Created a lot of space on that Treant.
Yeah,
that's for sure. A lot of distraction. But yeah, easy victory really for NIP. We knew going into this that could be a possibility. They are a very good team. But, Gambit, they're a major qualified team themselves. Let's not overlook that. And, again, this is a team that throughout this event especially we've noticed they can look really strong. This was a fair amount of an outdraft, though, so whether or not skill was necessarily involved.
Have a mid-dazzle, man. I don't know, man.
Yeah, it didn't. And again, the whole just going into a 4-staff first, it just feels off.
He only died twice, the least amount of kills on his team, and he didn't even skill Grave early, so.
There's that. There's some positives. All right, we're going to take that break, though. We got game number 2, NIP versus Gambit here of this best-of-3 finals. The GG.Bet Invitational. I'm BreakyCPK, joined by DeMoN. Stay tuned, guys.